At what point are some women gonna understand?
I just
No, listen.
okay.
At what point are some women gonna understand that you going out with your whole friends is also a representation of me and our marriage?
Agreed.
Same thing on the flip side. So it's not even about, okay, I'm going in and there's a rich dude. It could be a bunch of regular average $50,000 niggas there.
No,
But it's the fact that it's the fact that
He not lying.
it's the fact that we are now
thanks.
united as one, and this is how you're displaying me and us. And I think that's where the disrespect comes in.
Can I ask a question, Rico?
Niggas gonna be like, ain't that Rico girl over there?
And he's right. He's
Wife.
Oh, you're married now?
No, I'm saying because in his
hypothetically.
situation.
Oh, okay. No. So this is my question because I think
the mother of my child.
we're saying this from the woman's side. Let's look at this from the other side because we know for a fact that a lot of women be in the house doing fucking manual labor. That's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
And the dudes want to be out in the streets until 4, 5, 6, 7 a.m.
Yeah.
I can't tell you the last
That
time I was.
happens
Wait,
before.
guys.
That's what I thought.
Right. So I'm just saying, are we gonna have these same rules and expectations?
I said
where
the
she
first
says,
side, yeah.
where she,
You look like
where
you don't
she
mean
says, hey, I don't want you coming in at 7 o'clock, not once a month. Like, are we okay with that? Are we okay with her saying, hey, when you're out doing X, Y, and Z with those guys that I don't care for, you're representing me and you're representing our marriage and it looks fucked up? Or is your response going to be, you know what? I understand. Let me stop that behavior.
As long as we are comparing apples to apples, yes.
I feel like a man isn't
But-
gonna easily say that.
But wait, because I said compare.
Let's also hear from
wait,
this guy.
I said apples to
Tell
apples.
me what the apple is.
Let me explain what apples and apples is. And I had this conversation with
It's
my
the
girl.
exact same thing.
No. Listen, this is the whole exact same thing, right? If a man goes out and he buys his own section, first of all, anybody who is a man that's outside of 7 a.m. and is not in the section, no, he's off limits. He should not be allowed to come home at 7 o'clock in the morning. But if a man is going out and he's in his own section, and a woman, and he buys his own section, and he has a couple of his homies there, that's different. If a girl goes out and she buys her own section, or one of the girls buy their own section, and they stay in their section, and they don't allow any guys or guys in there, and the guys don't allow any girls in there, and they keep it apples to apples, and she's not twerking on Instagram.
No women are coming in your section.
I was about to say,
No women are coming in your section.
Buy sections
what
for
I'm
no
saying-
females to
Right.
come in.
What I'm saying is this. I'm saying only under the same thing. I'm not saying that that's what they do. You asked me, are we going to keep it? Or is it go for the men? I said yes.
No.
He's doing the same exact thing as her.
It's so
if a dude is having girls in his section at 7 o'clock a.m., he's bugging out too. But if he's minding his business and he's chilling, he's doing his thing, he might only have one of his homies with him.
Yeah, he's sitting in the corner playing Snake on his phone.
Wait. All right, let's
No
be-
skeets for him.
Come on,
skis
first of
for
all,
him.
you most
No, the
men
niggas
got
love
too
the
many.
ski.
Most men got too many. I would
They
hope,
love that girl.
I would hope that your
Gross.
man has enough priorities where he can't afford to come home at 7 o'clock in the morning, often, frequently, occasionally. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
that's-
I would hope that.
Well,
Now,
you said that's what y'all pay for.
what are you talking about?
Like y'all pay like you. It's my world. I got the money. I'm doing X, Y, and Z, so I can come and go as I
hold on.
please.
I pay all the bills. Oh wait, time out because the game changes.
See?
the game changes.
So you can do whatever you want now, basically.
Not whatever I want because you still have to be respectful to a degree. But you got to
with
pay
men,
to
it's
play.
to a degree. With
You
women,
gotta
it's
pay-
like
wait,
what I
wait,
said.
You got to
Let me
pay to
say
play.
All right, let me say this.
I was thinking that we are both contributing here.
Oh yeah, no.
If we both
I was
contributing, then the
thinking-
rules have to be the
No,
same.
contributing period or contributing monetarily.
Monetarily.
That's very
Well,
different.
but let's just say that because let's not even get into
Well, I was-
like
I
who's
was-
paying the bills
Yeah,
or
let's
if
not
it's
even do
50-50.
that. Let's
not
Let's
because-
not even.
No,
do
but
that.
this no. What he's saying is
Because
important
the rules are different.
because exactly because if you feel like you paying all the bills, you feel like you can do what the fuck you want to do.
No. I didn't say that. That was an
Okay,
extreme.
you feel like
No,
half.
wait, hold
That
on,
was an
Rico,
extreme.
because you literally just said, "Wait, I paid all the bills."
You was about to
So
go
did that
here.
I
change?
said the rules. Yeah, are we listening? I said
I'm
the rules
listening.
do change, but you still have to have some type of respect. I'm not.
That is a character flaw. You know
I'm
that?
not. No,
that is
it's
a real
it's
character
not.
flaw
It's
in a
really,
man.
No, it's not. It's
So now you want to stretch and bend.
You guys
and
are
do
welcome for
things.
the variable.
Woman does it, it's
You're
the same
welcome.
shit. If
I
a
just
woman,
feel like
because
when
I
it's
don't
on the
pay the
flip side,
bills.
when it's on the flip
Wait.
side for the men, is so much ego involved.
Yeah,
no, it's not. First of
it
all, I'd be
is.
damned to be paying all the bills and you coming in the house at 7 o'clock
No,
in the
we're
morning,
talking about
and
now.
I didn't
You
even know
feel
where
like
you
you
were
can
at.
do it. No.
Hold on, time out. This is not gonna happen.
I'm
Like
talking
it's a
about you.
whole
Stop
different
flipping
ball
it.
game.
Stop flipping. I said you thinking
You gotta be
that
on
now
camera.
because you pay
Don't
all the
say you don't
bills.
know where she was at. That was not a variable in this story.
Exactly.
You
You just-
know where she was at.
The club closed at 3. I didn't know what the fuck she was doing. I don't know why she's out
club
to
So then you
7.
needed to hit
Just
your girl
4
up at
hours
3
of unaccounted
and
time.
say, "Babe, you
Club
coming
closed
home."
at 3, and they got after hour a strip club.
So you
and
waited
stuff
till
like
7
that.
to be
And
mad.
they got a lot. They got cafeteria be open. You
Do
can
you
have
share your
some
location?
food. The diner, yup.
I used
Alright.
to.
If you
In my
share,
old in my old relationship,
am
I
a
did
pull-
used to.
I will pull up and pull you out of the event.
When I be trying to go home, when I come out with y'all, Alan, you specifically,
does
and
it
you be
too.
like,
Right,
you
Alan
go
be like,
home?
no, let's go get a whiskey something.
And I be like, nah, I'm out. And they be like, nah, man,
different,
done. I
though.
just
no,
like,
It's about
is
who
it?
outta
you're
here.
with.
We're literally with the whole man here.
No, it's
When
not
our
even-
niggas is at home.
Listen, can
Now
I
what's the
say,
problem?
every-
Nah,
I could
it's not
easily
even
say,
the
nah,
same.
I'm with 8 at the
Your
table. But I be like,
your
nah, I gotta
husband,
go
though,
see
you're
my
out
person.
With 8 at the table, he
It's
goes
all
to
right.
sleep perfectly fine. You're not hanging out with Makisha somewhere.
Actually, well, I do have a cousin Keisha.
But
here.
maybe he did have a problem with that. So you never know. Like, what if he does have a problem with that, and you're just
Right.
Hanging
saying,
out with
"Oh,
your
it
work
shouldn't be a
friends."
Problem. It's just me.
Yeah, when you go out with 8 at the
You
table,
hear
you
me
be
out?
out mad late. I be like, all right,
Right,
babe,
so-
12
And
o'clock,
wasted.
I'm leaving.
it
and
could
wasted.
be an issue. You might think that it shouldn't be an issue, but
You know how much times y'all was a problem for me?
You know how 8 at the table works? We gotta soften you up, so we keep you here till 5 o'clock in the morning first, so they get used to
do.
it. Then we go out.
Alan will have you sitting here talking all night, be like, he knew my set ended at 10 o'clock. It want to be 2 a.m. I gotta go.
When we used to be in the Manhattan studio, my location used to be watched. Like, you still there? And I'm like, yeah, we
Crazy.
talking. Like,
That's
we
what I be
hanging
trying to
out.
say. Y'all time gets past you sometimes, and you
but
don't
it's
even nothing be
different. It's
happening.
who-
You said you was leaving an hour
can
ago.
we go back to the man's
But
perspective?
it's so
All
much
right, go
more
ahead.
benefiting. See, like the thing is,
If it don't happen too
like
often,
there's not like what is benefiting outside at 3 o'clock in the morning in the club. Like that's what you got to think about. If you're out with 8 at the table, for
We're
example.
asking you.
No,
We're
I'm
talking about the man's
Well,
perspective.
sometimes it can be a little bit mentally healing. Like I've had a stressful month. I needed a good, nice, long night of drinks and laughs. That literally can be all it is. A little mental break from the reality sometimes. That's literally it.
If it's a cute, like, gab with girls, like, night. But the club, I don't know. I'd be ready to go back to
I'll be
Yeah.
ready
I'm
to
about
go
to say,
too.
I'm not a club
honestly
person.
Not really
saying
my
that.
thing.
I'm just saying there's multiple
I'd be
ways.
like, all
that
right, we done
people-
here?
There's multiple ways and multiple reasons. For example, I've done both. I've been the person that's like, they're like, no, Jada, don't leave yet. You're the fun. And I've gotten in the car like, fuck, all right, like this the last spot. Or I've had friends jump in the car and I'm like, damn, now I'm responsible for you. If I've had mad shit happen, at the end of the day, everybody knows I'm the responsible one. Even though I'm the funnest, craziest one, I'm a very responsible person. So now I feel like, okay, if you get in my car, I'm gonna make sure you get wherever you need to get safely. If you guys
to your house.
That's actually true.
I'm a very responsible individual, and everybody knows that. I
Yeah.
drive safe. I park. I do everything very precisely. You know, so everybody's always needing me to be
Jada
there.
took me home drunk as hell. She was
I-
like,
I
got you.
remember
Let's
that.
go.
I always do. That's
But,
just it.
but the thing is, like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. For me, this is just for me. I don't even like. I would never be at a club till close. Like, you're not catching me at a club till closing.
Right, that's when they start
Oh,
shooting.
So now,
after.
if
What
you
clubs
out,
y'all
if
going
you
to?
outside with the let out,
grew up in
first of
Brooklyn.
all, you know what the
Oh
let
my
out is? A
God.
bunch of little hyenas, not even lions.
So then y'all don't have to collect a check after the club. Sometimes we got to be at the club to collect
Okay,
money.
we're not talking about. I'm not talking about work. And
Okay.
honestly,
But that's what she's been
That's
saying the
what I've
whole
been saying the whole
time.
time.
All right,
That's
but
the situation
yeah,
here.
forget Jada's life situation with her
Y'all was trying to
famous
low-key
friends.
try to judge
We're talking.
me.
We're talking. No, we're not.
No,
Why
we
you take it
wasn't.
personal?
That's how-
we're talking about this guy's
Because
horrible.
y'all talking about my morning, okay?
No, we're not.
You were talking about your morning.
Jada came home
Ain't
this
nobody
morning.
brought it up but
No.
you.
He was watching my story. He was like, you got home late last night, huh? You been
Off
having a good
camera.
time."
Off camera, he said
Yeah,
that.
then she gonna say, I got home like 3 or 4. She was like, yeah, I got home at 7.
Don't tell
I
my
would have
business.
lost my goddamn mind.
But
That's
when
It wasn't seven.
can
I
we
was just
deep
joking.
dive into the man's perspective?
Yeah.
Because I
Right.
feel like we don't have an
Really wants
understanding.
to know, Rico.
Because I do want to know, like, what's the difference here? Because I feel like you're saying a husband should be able to say, hey, I don't want you hanging out with those friends, blah, blah, blah. And she should say, okay, cool, I won't. is the expectation the same?
Wait, with the friends? Wait, what do you mean?
Well, all the activity we've been talking about.
You're trying to say, I feel like, first of all, any rules that are set within your relationship should be honored on both sides. Now, there are differences.
Except for you paying all the bills.
If you are the breadwinner and realistically the caretaker, right? Then you have more leeway because there's more stress, there's more burden, there's more weight that you carry. So you get more leeway. That's just the balance. Now, if you guys are contributing monetary wise, right? Monetary wise, whatever agreement equally or close to equally, then y'all have to abide by the same exact rules. Now, I'm not saying like if I work 60 hours a week, because now I'm gonna think about realistic. I ain't talking about the rich guy that has $10 million a year. I'm talking about the guy who works 60 hours a week and he's making $75,000 a year. You guys and he pays for all the bills at your $1,500, 800 square foot apartment, right?
Man.
Well, that ain't 1,500
in the Bronx.
wherever it is, right? He's paying all the bills and he has enough to afford. He has enough to take care of you and him, right? Whatever the bills that may be. He gets more leeway because he's working 60 hours a week. While you get the freedom literally day to day. I think that people don't understand that being home is a freedom. It is a luxury. Matter of fact,
I'll let you handle this.
what you can
I want to
do,
handle this.
I think that when you don't prioritize your time right, you miss the luxury in it, right? But when you can find the luxury in it, like I don't work. I come here one time a week, if that. If we might be off for a month. You know what I'm saying? I get the whole summer. So I have mad time. So I use my time very, very wisely. Sometimes I could squeeze in a nap. Sometimes I could go to a park and just sit there and read a book. But at the end of the day, I find a way to enjoy my free time. And I think that that's what has to be considered. Now, if this man is working 60 hours a week, you got to give him some space to breathe.
I feel
You
like
got to give him some space to breathe.
I just want wait. I'm not gonna say anything. I just want to point
Okay,
that
hold-
out.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Campbell is not saying anything in response to this. Y'all can have
You
it.
answered it already before.
I
on
just
another
feel like
episode.
I understand the point that you're trying to make with being the breadwinner, the caretaker, or whatever. But I just feel like we cannot use money as a reason to be like, well, yeah, I get to do this and you don't. Right? Especially when it comes to you saying, like, okay, a man works 60 hours a week, so yeah, he needs to be out in the club. No, you can stay home. You work 60 hours a week, lay down. Like,
That
no,
sounds
I'm
crazy.
I'm not.
I'm not gonna hold you. Like,
Wait, if you work 60 hours, you need a fucking
You
nap.
need some you time. Stay in the bed. I give you a massage. I light a candle.
But
Oh my God.
Aromatherapy.
Lavender, nigga.
You do not need to be in the
Epsom
club.
salt.
Spending our money, I might add, because
Oh, this is
feel like
hilarious.
one difference that I did notice about this situation is a man is probably more likely going to be upset with a woman being outside because of her company. He don't want his wife being outside doing whole shit with the whole friends. Understandable. But for a man, we know that if you outside until 3, 4, 7 a.m., you outside spending money. You buying the bottles and you
Yeah.
doing bottle wars with your friends. And yeah, because we know how much the bottles in the club cost.
Yep.
All right. And you got a section and you outside and you spending money with your friends. And listen, we don't need to be doing that. How much times a week? Because you work 60 hours a week? We don't need to do that.
I'm not saying he's going out every month. And first of all, I made it very clear that it's not about the money. It was about how much work the workload that each person is taking on.
But
Hold on. I didn't cut you off. We got to practice this.
You did though.
No, I did not.
She was in the middle of her.
I thought she was finished. So
It doesn't even matter. Go
anyways,
ahead.
what I will say is, if a person is, for example, let's just say he's making X amount of dollars, but he doesn't have a strenuous job and he doesn't work, then he does not get that same luxury to realistically disrespect if she finds it disrespectful coming home at 7 a.m., 6 a.m., 5 a.m. If a person is constantly working 12 to 12 or 6 to 6 or 7 to 7, whatever the case may be, from Monday through Saturday, and he gets off at 7 p.m. and he has Sunday off and he wants to go out, give that man a break. He actually is busting his ass every single day. Forget about the money. look at the principle. The principle is he is taking on the workload every week. Now, I'm not saying go out every single Saturday. No, because then that'll be poor investment and you need to leave because that's why he has to work 60 hours a week.
Get him,
But
Jaden.
if he goes out once every quarter, right? He wants to be outside, give him a break because he's providing a life of non-strenuous work for you. He's taking that sacrifice day by day for you because without having to take care of you, he could probably drop 20 hours and work 40 hours a week and have the whole weekend to himself. So we have to think about what he's sacrificing. So you have to sacrifice a little bit for him in return. That's the only fair way that a man will think.
Yeah, but that doesn't go hand in hand with the previous example because I'm not saying that he can't go to the club at all. Like that's not what we're saying. We're saying like if the same thing is like if a woman is going to a wife is going out with her whole friends all the time, it's a problem. This is only a problem if a man is going outside with his whole friends. We don't really call men hoes. But
No, we
we
are.
call them hoes.
Whore friends.
Yeah,
We can call them hoes.
Mhm.
That
Whore
only if you're
friends.
going out with your whole friends all the time. We're not saying like, oh, you can't go outside at all just because, you know, we don't feel comfortable at it. Like, do your thing. If it's every once in a while, go ahead, do your thing. Nobody's gonna say no, stay home. Like, that's not what we're saying. We're just comparing apples to apples, same situation.
Let me tell you the one difference that we have not actually took into consideration.
Tell us.
Y'all are forgetting that men protect themselves. And I hope you would have a man who can protect themselves to be out late at night with belligerent, drunk people, right? When women get involved, we got a whole world of Instagram talking about men, especially black men, don't protect black women in any way, shape, or form. So now when you are outside with a bunch of drunk people, and we all know that liquor makes people have poor decision making, correct? Now you're around a bunch of thirsty, angry, miserable, drunk people who you faded and you just said, no, I have a man at home, and he called you out your name, and because you might have been drinking, you might have reacted a little bit, and now he took it to a 10. So now when it comes down to being out late, and that's why I said it's not always the time, it's usually who you're with and where you're at. So if you're out at a club or anything like that where you can leave room for chaos, it's just not safe for women. Women don't even like to walk out at night by themselves, let alone should they be out with drunk men by themselves late. So it's different from a man to man. Like if I'm a guy, I can protect and hold my own. If you got a guy who can't protect and hold his own and get home, then you might be more worried about him. But there's some men that you'd be like, yo, nah, I know he's not that's gonna happen to him. If anything, he's just doing bullshit, which is a big difference.
Well, I'm glad you brought this up because, you know, if I was a newly married person, please invite my man. Well, actually, no, you don't have to invite him. I'm inviting him. He's coming with me.
Yeah.
There are women,
Very good point.
because I've seen both sides, right? You know, just seeing around people. There are women, they're like, I want to be home with, you know, under my person. I want to chill. Like they naturally are trying to build with what they're trying to build. And then you have the opposite side. What makes a difference, right? So there are women that are like, well, I just got married. This is where I want to be.
I think it's an age thing, honestly, Alan.
Maybe.
I really do think it's an age thing because at a certain point, you really don't want to be in stilettos in a club doing any of that. You literally want to be in some flats at happy hour or brunch and home and sleep by 9.
Right.
I was gonna say
And
10, but 9, okay.
well, if you do brunch, I'm gonna say
You gonna be
9.
I do not like going
You'll be tired.
outside, but I
Right,
go.
right, exactly. So I
Jada's
think
lying.
I think
Jada's lying.
I think it's
outside.
I think it's an age
Because
thing.
really, y'all be
She's trying to be in character.
I think it's an age thing.
Yo, Jada
personally.
called me about a whole party last month.
that I was throwing at a club to
Exactly.
make money.
You wanted to be
It's
outside.
called Freaknik. Didn't happen.
But also, don't you guys notice that when couples get together, they kind of lock each other down from going outside?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh, when I go out, trust me, I have the most fun when I'm out with my husband. Because that means I can actually
No, from going
drink.
out by themselves.
No,
no,
like
without
little
each
by
other.
little.
Oh, no. I'm talking about, I
No.
want my husband to come out. Because that
That's what
means
I'm
I can actually
saying.
drink. I'm going to drink all that I want to drink.
You're
I'm
gonna
going to
have
ski
fun.
eat
Mm-hmm.
as much as I want to. Because you know why? I ain't got to drive home.
home.
Thank you. I ain't got to drive home. I can sleep. I ain't gotta pull $1 out of my wallet.
She says that all the time. She's like, he's gonna drive home.
I'm
He's
good.
gonna
Like,
drive
I'd
home.
rather my husband come out.
Danielle just showed me this as we're talking about this. Somebody posted on Instagram. The club ended at 2. Your girl home at 4. What happened?
Yeah, red
Food?
flag.
Oh yeah,
Somebody
I saw
said-
that too.
It's
A
food.
girl said that.
I can't even entertain these conversations because for me, it's just
Can I
like,
freestyle in a parking
But
lot?
I was helping
Like,
my cousin with the groceries.
Right.
Damn.
Nah.
I can't even entertain this.
It's
And then on
definitely
top of that-
cafeteria.
Yeah, cafeteria. It's different.
I'll be honest. Hey, invite us out.
Capellias. Oh, I
'Cause-
said it out loud. Damn.
Well, I'll say this. I don't
Yeah,
think that we should be calling these friends hoes or whores. That sounds so bad. I just think that if you are newly married and your wife goes out very often with her single friends, you set the boundaries. You let her know that you are uncomfortable with this and set the boundaries for your marriage so that it does not get fucked up.
True.
That's it.
I say this: if your wife has 4 friends and
Whore.
she's a Sagittarius,
Like the R
Fuck
is
you.
the way
the
she's gonna
R-
learn is
Fuck you.
you have to do it.
If
to
she's
her
a
too.
Sag run,
Really?
please.
You have to do it to her
Like the
too.
way Sagittarius
Really?
women learn is you have to do what they did, right? Ain't that right, Lonnie? You gotta give them a dose of their own medicine.
I mean, real talk. That's how I teach lessons. So that's how I teach a lesson. So yeah, sure, exactly,
I
Rico.
also
might just
do
have
wanna
to do
say,
that.
the second part of my advice is trust your partner. No matter what their friends are like and the characteristics of
That's
their
true.
friends, you have to trust that your partner is doing right by you when they go outside, when they step outside.
All right. So
Alan,
my
where's
real
the-
advice is this.
Where's the?
No,
all
he
the
doesn't
support?
want-
That
he
was
doesn't-
the
no.
answer.
But I agree. See,
Mhm.
I'm trying not to be
Not that
biased.
much.
I agree. I'm
Girl,
trying
who
not
we
to be
work for?
biased.
Who this for?
I agree with.
No, we.
I agree with a man.
Alan, stop
I agree
lying.
with Amanda's
Stop
whole
lying.
thinking. I get it.
Nah, see, I don't agree, right? But I will. What I will honestly
What don't
say.
you agree with? You don't want to trust her?
Nah, I'm not. Like my thing is, it's like cars, right? Majority of the time, people get into accidents. It's not you, it's them. So it's like, don't get.
No, it'd be you because you be on your phone. Like,
Nah, it was one of us, but it wasn't me. But like my thing is this: if that is your wife and she doesn't understand, right? We're gonna assume she doesn't understand why you have a problem with her going out late with her whore friends, right? What I would try to
R
do,
in it is sickening to me.
what I would try to do is honestly have a conversation with her and let her know how you're gonna have to operate in this marriage. This is a non-negotiable, and when we signed up for this, this is what I expect. Now, if this is something that we cannot do, then at least you now have your answer on who she really is, because at some degree, you still are the company you keep, which is why you find it entertaining, which is why you like to engage in it, and which is why you continually persist in doing so. So if she can't give that up for the marriage, then realistically, you should give the marriage up.